Hi, I'm Steve,
I'm Tammy.
I'm Jake.
and we are Freedom Farms, along with all of our other 8 other children. We are a family of 11, and we are back to farming again. We had a farm about 6 years ago in Oregon, and now we are in Kentucky to do this again and to make this succeed and to have a lasting farm.
Yeah, I realized that we have a few videos up on YouTube, but none of them kind of explaining who we are, introducing ourselves. So that's what we thought we would do today. Just kind of let you know.
And probably, on
and yes, so we are on Instagram at _Freedom Farms _, correct? Yes. So you can follow us there, and I do believe we have a Freedom Farms Facebook page as well. But yeah, so we have 9 kids all together. We are originally from Oregon, but the last couple years we were in Arizona. And so when we were in Oregon, that was with 7 of our kids, and that's all they knew was country life, farming life. We had farmed there for a few years. But because of circumstances, we had to kind of close those doors and had some health issues, which led us to Arizona to see if we could get my health kind of more stable and manageable. But in doing so, I think our family just tanked. I think that's fair to say. My husband's job was very stressful, and I don't know.
So now we are here in Kentucky to have a fresh start, to get our family working together and to grow our relationships closer again, and to get ourselves healthier is our goal.
Yeah, in Arizona, my health did improve. I can share it in other videos, but I have chronic Lyme, as well as we know for sure one of our daughters does, but we're pretty convinced that most of them have it. We can elaborate on that later. Arizona did help, but it was not a permanent fix. It wasn't a cure by any means. And like I said, it kind of just, our family unit as a whole suffered just with the high stress and Steve being gone all the time. And I think, came to a point in our family and our relationship, our marriage, that something needed to change. And so maybe by returning to the land of growing food, we can get my immune system stronger, we can grow healthy food, and that in itself will also help just me be stronger and manage the pain that way. And so we're just kind of praying that it'll be good. I think this is the best step for our family, and the Lord just truly opened the doors to bring us here and get started again.
Our dream and our goal is to create a farm that is profitable and will provide work for our children and ourselves, and provide us with food and others with food, but to also encourage our children and to show them that this is possible and that farming is profitable, and to get them excited to do it themselves. Prayerfully, this won't be a one generation thing. We want this to be a generational farming enterprise, and we're hoping for that.
not just for profit too, but
A way of life.
yeah. Jonah wants to help.
Oh, Jonah wants to say hi.
Just for the goodness of farming.
Yeah, and I think, why don't you explain what you're wanting to grow and why?
So we are going to
Jonah,
use
come over here.
heirloom vegetables in our market garden. When we get our orchard going, we will be trying to use more historical and older varieties of apples, trying to save some of those from loss and bringing them back, and allowing people to really get some of that flavorful fruit and vegetables. That is our son Jonah right there. He's a crack up. He loves to get in front of the camera.
2-year-old caveman who doesn't
Doesn't
have any
talk.
words yet. But he's good at grunting.
He makes a lot of noise. We will be raising meat, dairy, vegetables, eggs. So with our animals, we will be using older varieties, heritage breeds, and we'll be working on a pasture-based setup here, trying to keep everything out on grass. Our rabbits, our chickens, our ducks, pigs, cows. If we do sheep and goats, everything on grass, and to raise it in as natural and healthy way as possible.
Right. Yeah. No hormones, and try to stay away from antibiotics as much as possible. I think for me, the reason why I want to do the heritage breeds and then heirloom varieties is I love the story. I think we'll probably get a lot of our seeds from, is it Baker Creek, I think, and I know there's some other companies out there too. It's been a long time. Jojo, shh, not so loud. But I like that when you are getting these seeds and you're putting them in the ground, I love that there's a story behind it, and you can trace that seed back, or even the breed of animal that you get, you can trace it back. We just got some mule
foot Poland Chinese cross piglets, and the mule foot goes back to
1600, I think?
Spanish settler days, I believe. So just
They're solid.
But then the Poland China was,
is about 1800.
and it was, I think they started that in Idaho. Was it Idaho?
Ohio.
Ohio, sorry. And I love that. I love that you can trace all the way back to basically the farm where they started, and and kind of follow their journey to where they are today. And so the mulefoot is really close to being extinct, correct?
On the purebred breeding pairs, yes.
Okay, so
it's very,
We
very
don't
low
have
number.
mule foot, but we have
a mulefoot cross.
cross. Yeah.
Yeah. And so anyways, that's our goal, is just to kind of stick with the heritage breeds. And I also think that the flavor, especially with the heirloom veggies and stuff, I think that the flavor is way more intense and robust, I guess, and not so commercial. I love even the different tomatoes. I like how sometimes they're funky looking. You don't get the same uniform tomato or veggie. I like the characteristic and so of it all.
Absolutely. So a little about our farm. Our farm is 28 acres. We have 20 acres of pasture open space that we'll be using for the animals, the orchard, and all of our garden space. And then we have some timber and a creek and a pond. And through the combination of that space, we'll be using that to raise our animals and all of our veggies and everything that we need for ourselves and to sell to others. So hopefully we'll be at the farmers markets next year and move in some vegetables and meat and whatever other ways we can find.
And you have an off-site job right now, but the goal is to not.
I have to leave the farm every day to go to work, unfortunately, right now.
We hate it.
And hopefully we can make this profitable soon, and then I won't have to do that, and I'll be able to stay home and work.
It's grown fast.
Yeah, we just got here 5 weeks ago, and so I think it's just been a mad dash. As pretty well as soon as we rolled up in the driveway, we started putting plastic down. I think another thing we haven't mentioned is we really would like to do no-till gardening. Right now we've got a ton of grass, and so even for this year, but we got here 5 weeks ago and we laid down some plastic. It was just way too late. It's kind of messy out there, but we got plants in the ground. It's not exactly how we want it, but it's at least food for our family, which is a huge step in the right direction of where we want to go. Again, ultimately, I think we don't really want to be going to the grocery store, as we want to refrain from that as much as possible. And so we would love for y'all to kind of follow our journey, and maybe in a little while we can take you guys out and we can show you like little plots of land and what our desire is for each section of our place. But I would like to utilize as much of our land as possible for food and to grow it and stuff.
So just come along with us. We will try to show you as much of what's going on and give us, if you know of good places to get products and trees or seeds, whatever, let us know.
Absolutely. Like I said,
Share your wisdom also.
We're in Kentucky. We're, I think, considered central Kentucky, in a little town, tiny town. Amazing people. They're all so friendly, and we've been just really blessed to be here. But also, as we go along our journey, we'd like to show you just like each kid kind of wants to take ownership or be in charge of certain areas of the farm, and we want to encourage our children to do that because we want them to be their own boss in a sense. And if they have a passion, if one wants to raise the rabbits, if one wants to raise cut flowers or work in the herb garden, we want them to be what am I looking for? We just want them to take ownership of that and thrive in their passion.
We want to encourage them and give everything that we can to get them started in that and to follow their dreams. It's not just about Tammy and I following our dreams or following my dream. It's about these kids and their dreams also. And their dreams go along with what our dreams are, and they are flourishing being back out on the farm again. And so,
oh my goodness, for sure.
We just want to encourage that.
Yeah, I think that was part of our decision process in Arizona. We were not doing super awesome, and we realized that something had to change. But we also realized that the kids weren't very happy either. And so when we sat down, we included all of our kids, and we made this decision together. It is not just a husband-wife decision and saying, kids, pack your bags, we're leaving. This was something that we made as a whole, and they were all on board. I mean, and once we made that decision, like, yes, something needs to change. Yes, we want to return to the land and grow our own food and be as sustainable as possible.
Yeah, and that first started in Arizona, and we almost bought a house down there.
Yeah, exactly. We were like, oh, well, we can try to farm a little bit in Arizona, but it's hard to farm dirt. And so
I remember the one night that we were all sitting there, and we had the big map on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, what does land cost in Kentucky?
Yeah.
And you guys looked it up, and it's like super cheap, and that was like where it all started.
And that was it. And the Lord just opened the doors from there, and quickly too. It's been an amazing ride so far, and I know that He's not finished with us yet, and we're just excited to get started on this journey and raise our kids up in God's country.
So we welcome you. We thank you for following, and we look forward to sharing more with you soon and getting to know you guys and allowing you guys to get to know us.
Yeah,
Thank
I don't know if I mentioned that you guys can probably find us on Instagram. We are _Freedom Farms _. And I'm not super tech savvy, but we're trying to kind of just keep y'all updated as much as possible. So maybe in just a minute we'll take you outside and show you a little bit of that.
Thank you.
There is a little temporary kind of tractor we've got going on. Isaac is in charge of these guys. I think we have 25 chickens and
7 yellow ducks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 brown ducks. 1, 2, 3. Why do we only have 3 muscovies?
I think that's all we ever had.
Well, yeah. We have 6 plus, what did I say, yellow ducks? 8 plus 3.
So you got 14.
Yeah, I think we have 7 on there.
So Isaac, every day he comes out and he fills the water, he fills the feed. Jake and him, thank you, sorry, I'm not good with the video. Jake and him together move their little tractor to a new section of grass. You can see over here where they've been. They're kind of working their way through our garden area. Here is some of our garden. We've got tomatoes. It's kind of hard to see with the sun. We've got tomatoes and peppers and, do you want to do it? You take over. Abby's going to take over for me. We got tomatoes, peppers, okra. Sorry. What else do we have over there? Our cabbage got decimated by something, not exactly sure what. But then over this direction, We have our squashes, our watermelons. But babe, do you want to tell them like eventually what our goal is or what we'd like to do?
Eventually, we will have garden from this location here all the way to the barn.
So we'll take down that fence.
The hill. We're going to use all of this area for our market garden area. So there'll be lots of beds this next year. We'll probably have about 150 foot long beds next year.
Okay.
For our market garden area for all of our beds. And here is our pups that we have here on the farm. 2 German Shepherds and 1 Pyrenees.
There's Newt, the Great Pyrenees. And then we got Missy and Maisie, the German Shepherds.
Come on, take.
Why don't we head over here? We'll go to the barn and look at the pigs and the chickens and the bunny rabbits.
Alrighty, here we go.
Let me go.
This is Esther. Esther, what is your job?
The bunnies.
You like the bunnies?
Yes.
We started off with how many?
5.
But unfortunately, we've lost 3. But that's okay. We're going to build it up and breed them. And have babies, huh? What would you like to eventually do for the meat rabbits, the ones that we're going to end up processing for meat? You wanted to build something, huh?
Yeah, we're going to build a little barn thing so they can be out here, not in their cages in the barn.
A rabbit tractor so they can be on fresh grass every day?
Yeah.
So right now we have 4 pigs. We have, oh man, you're not going to be able to see them very well with that sun, huh? Oh. We have 4 pigs. The black ones that you can hardly see, those are a heritage breed. They are Mule Poland China Cross. Oh, thank you. One of them is a boar, and so we're going to keep him for breeding. But right now they're just in this pasture. Eventually what we'd like to do is we are going to move them down into the tree line so they have trees and wooded area to get into and out of the sun, but yet they'll also have some pasture to graze on. Now we'll head in and go see the rabbits and our laying hens.
Maisie. Maisie. Oh, like coffee made me shaky. Hey, why didn't you guys put this? Dad, we found the egg right on top of here.
Yep, so in here we have our laying hens, again until we get a mobile tractor built. These were all given to us. They're all out on the pasture right now. But they were given to us, so we weren't quite ready for them as far as having a mobile chicken coop. But that's okay, we just made something temporary. And today was exciting because we got our very first egg. That's where they lay their eggs. They actually have not figured out the nesting boxes quite yet. But here's Esther and her rabbits. She does such a good job. She comes out first thing in the morning when she wakes up and makes sure that they have feed and water. She's also collecting poop to make wonderful rabbit tea for our garden. Have you named them, honey?
This one's Rocky and that one's Storm.
Rocky's the white one and the gray one is Storm. He's really pretty
And soft.
and soft. They're friendly, huh?
This one is. That one's a little skinny.
No. So she comes out every morning, but you also come out every night, right? And check on them too?
No, I normally don't come out at the night because I feed them a ton of hay and water.
Oh,
in the
okay.
morning, so I don't really come out at night. One of the chickens have laid an egg today.
One of the chickens laid an egg. That was pretty exciting. How you want to show them where they laid the egg?
Right here.
On top. That's not where they're supposed to go. But that's all right. We're so excited. And we can step out here. We've had a ton of rain the last couple days.
So muddy.
Super muddy. Let's hope I don't fall on my face. Oh, mercy.
Yeah.
And
Walk the line.
so there's our pigs up close. The kids did name them. What is the boar that we're keeping? Is he Gary? Greg? It keeps changing. Greg?
No, Gary.
Gary. And Gary is the black boar. The pink girl with the ears straight up, she is
Super nice.
Bessie, and yeah, she's our nicest pig. She'll let you come up and rub on her. Super friendly. So this is Jake's job. Jake normally, right, Jake?
Yep.
He comes out, checks on him every morning,
I do like the big chicken.
feed him, water him.
I turn the chickens in before sundown.
Yep, he comes and gets, here's some of our laying hens right there.
Some of them actually let
He
you
puts them in the
come
barn
up
at
to
night.
them, but some don't.
So again, eventually one day, everything that you're looking at, we would like all of this to be more garden, right? More veggies, and that's such.
The pigs are gonna go down there.
That's right. Pigs are going to go down in the woods. Chickens, we will move by a mobile chicken coop that we will build as soon as we are able.
We're not able to, if we have enough money to get more wood and like wood from Dad's workshop.
Keeping the hens in the barn.
Not permanently.
We just have them in the barn right now since we have like no other place for them.
There's a bunch of kids that don't want to come out and get muddy.
Yeah, that's weird. The pigs don't like to go under that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Go along. That's what I know.
You're supposed to go with me. Ready? 1, 2.
Oh, you're going to fall. Okay, here I come. It's Aki, Jojo.
Come on, let's run away.
So Mama out.
I got my gator here. Yep. And my gator just stinks. It just stinks.
Oh, you drove it all the way down here, didn't you, Luke?
Yep. And I got dog poop on it. Nope. I can't.
Did it die?
When you got dog poop.
Over here is some more pasture that we have.
Come and see. This is hopefully where we're going to put the cows.
You think so?
Dad said. We're going to fence it down over there.
Our meat cows or our dairy cow? Because we'd really like to get a dairy cow, right?
I don't know. He didn't say.
Why don't you ask him?
Dad, are you going to put the meat cows up here or
Whatever we get first.
But down, you want to show them like where the lower pasture. So we also have a lower pasture. We won't show that to you tonight, but
It's down past the end of this pasture, and it's down 150 feet lower.
and that's where our pond is, and
Our creek is down there. We have got about 5 acres down there.
all right. What next?
Mom, you should come.
No.
Yes, we can go over to the other side of the house where the orchard will go.
I can walk over there because it's salad grass. You should see.
Jojo, we're going this way.
You should see that like well thing over there. There's a ton of tadpoles.
Is there?
Yeah.
That thing is for the water. That's the waterer, right? Out
yeah,
there.
but Dad, it's broken. If Dad turns it on from the house, it's gonna keep on watering. It will overflow, keep on running, and keep
dear.
on running. Cause it broke.
Oh dear.
But if it wasn't broke, it would just fill up and then like drop into the
This kid has loved being on the farm. He doesn't ask for video games or TV anymore, ever. He just likes to be outside.
You stuck? There's a ton of tadpoles in there.
Yep, let's go show him the orchard.
This is how deep that thing is.
Wanna
over
come?
there.
They hang again?
I don't think so.
They're doing something with it, don't they?
Probably mowing the edge of it or
Please
something.
do
But
well this thing. It's so not. It's not deep.
So what type of trees and stuff do you want to grow in your orchard? He likes being on camera.
yes, I do. Lovely. Apples, pears, Asian pears,
What's that? You want to walk around this way?
You can walk around that way
plums.
and go in
Hopefully plums and peaches.
Elderberries.
Well, yeah, but those aren't a tree.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
We will I love growing berries. So blackberries, raspberries. We'll definitely do elderberries, strawberries. Those popular things. And
I don't
the
think
things
we
that
have
are
enough
yummy.
land.
Watch out, there's a big hole. And that's where the dogs sleep.
Yep, that's the puppies where they live. Right here, we're coming up on, this is the back side of our house. Don't look too closely, it's normally messy. But this is my area. I would love to have all of this with raised beds and do herbs and flowers. This lady over here, say hi. Whoops, whoa, where'd I go? Is Evie, and she would really like to do some cut flowers as well. I'd like to learn how to make tinctures and such. And so I just would like, I kind of want this area to be my area.
The garden's doing good. Also, you see that, like, box thing over there?
Oh, you want to
There's
show
a
them the turtle?
in there.
Let's see. See that crate? No, that's not a crate. They're pallets. Daddy put pallets together because we found a turtle for Gracie Lee. And would we name the turtle? Hey, it's Franklin. So Franklin lives in his little habitat. He even has a pool that he can get in every day and swim around. And she feeds it some
And-
Swiss chard.
And
Yes,
it
Lukey.
has digged 2 holes.
Yeah.
I did have put my kitten all the way over there.
How come? Did it die? Or did it get stuck?
It's dead.
Oh dear. Now how are we going to charge it?
We can't get it, and so someone has to, like, push.
You think Daddy's going to come push it back for you?
Nope.
No, he'll just going to leave it out
what?
there.
How did?
Hey, look at there's
What-
Isaac and Newt running up the hill.
Yeah,
Okay, here we go. Here we are to where we want our orchard to be.
Come on.
So right here. Are you going to take that
Walking.
fence down? No.
Not the fence up there. The fence right here by the house we'll take down. But then I'd like
So
to
that
use.
fence right there.
I'd like to use all of this area from here up to the upper fence for fruit trees and berry vines and strawberries.
So all right here is the orchard, berries,